So today's content is brought to you by Hannah Stanifer. I was coaching her over in my breakout session, and there's some things I mentioned. She shoots me a message and she goes, Jim, that needs to be like big group content, like not just in the breakout. Like you need to bring that like to everybody. So, all right, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do that in terms of a video game that I made. So I'm gonna introduce you guys to this video game I made. Let me stop sharing my computer sound. You ready for it? All right, I made a video game called Symmetry, and I want to walk you guys through this video game. All right? So the video game starts with Jeff. Jeff is the main character of our video game. And see, Jeff has a problem. His life is gray and it's stormy, and he knows there's more for him. He knows there's more for his family. He desperately wants to arrive at this place of paradise. Like, this is what he's looking for, where he's got freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. He knows that there's more for him than these just rain clouds. He knows it in his soul, and he dreams of this place. And he would go there, except there's a big gate between him and his paradise. He got to get through that gate. Man, where's he gonna get the time, the money? Where's he gonna find the key? So he's got to figure out how he can get this key to freedom. What is the key to freedom, guys? What is your key to freedom? So he thinks to himself, he's like, I'll go sell life insurance. That'll be his key to freedom. That's going to get him from the gray gloom to the freedom paradise he wants. He's going to go sell life insurance. So he goes, he gets his license, and it comes with a key. He is so excited, guys. He's got it. He's got his freedom. He got his license, and now he just got to walk to this paradise. How many of y'all felt like that? You're like, I want more. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get my life insurance license. And you did. And you were like, well, now freedom starts. I just got to walk this out and it's going to be freedom. So he goes right up to that gate. He unlocks it. You want to know what's waiting on the other side? Gosh, it's not just a smooth pathway. There's a maze. Welcome to level 1 of the game. Level 1 is called your schedule. And he thought he was going to just walk right through, but instead, he found himself at a maze. And this maze looks like he's got to navigate a job and kids, his health, maybe family's health. Maybe he's looking after his parents. He's wearing a million hats. He's got obligations. He's got distractions. And every single one of these things blocks his way to getting through this maze. And can I tell you, the cool thing that's built into this game is everyone who gets to this level, the maze looks different. So one person can't even tell another person how to get out of it because that person's maze looks different. Isn't that genius? You can't memorize it. Some are going to face the kids obstacle and some aren't. Some are going to face the other job obstacle and some aren't. Some are going to be taking care of parents and some aren't. Some are going to have major health issues and some aren't. Some are going to be wearing tons of hats, some not so many. Obligations, distractions. Nobody has the same maze. It's so brilliant. So just when you unlock that and you think it's going to be smooth, you hit this and you're like, I need help. And you know, people can help. They just can't do it for you. Shoot. So he navigates it and he navigates it and he fights for it and he like crosses over all the things. He does it, and you see what's waiting for him at the other end? Not his paradise, but another key. He got another key. Another key So he mastered his schedule, and instead of paradise, all he got was another key. Well, now he got to go to level 2. So he goes to level 2, he unlocks that gate, and he goes right smack into the learning curve. Mother of pearl. This is getting hard now. He thought he did it when he got his license. Then he thought he did it when he mastered his schedule. See, you can't get good at life insurance sales if you don't even know how to show up for life insurance sales. Mother of pearl, that is my hat tip to my wife, because everything in me always wants to say something else, and she strongly dislikes four-letter words and bad language. That is not welcome in her presence. So, mother of pearl is my it's my default. Um, so he opens this key, and then he finds the learning curve. And the learning curve is, man, you got leads to deal with, you got a budget, you got dialing, locking down that appointment so they actually show up. Then you got to close it. And then you've got like the underwriting, so it like actually sticks, and you got a lot of emotional stability to deal with here. And can I tell you, just like that first level, it's so good. Everyone's maze is different. See, some people, they're not going to have any trouble with dialing, and for other people, that phone's going to weigh 1,000,000 pounds. Some people are going to have trouble locking it down. Others are going to figure it out. Some will have no trouble closing. Others are going to get stuck on closing. Every single person's going to get stuck somewhere else. You're going to get stuck. You're playing your video game. You got your obstacles, and it doesn't copy paste look like anyone else's obstacles. So nobody gets to memorize this game. They all gotta like figure it out on their own. So he does it, man. He hits the phones, he masters the scripts, people start showing up for appointments. For a long time, he wasn't closing them. He kept banging his head against that closing wall, and he couldn't. He's looping around and doubling down, rewriting his script 4 times, practicing role and purpose, but he keeps finding dead ends and walls. He's getting mad. He's talking to his mentor. He's watching a ton of videos. He just can't figure out that last thing. But then, guys, guess what? He did it. He's on his way to paradise. All he had to do was close a few, and he's on his way to paradise. And so he did it, and all he got was a key. So he knows what he's doing now. He mastered his schedule. He knows what he's doing. He got this key. But the key to what? The key to the next gate. There's another level to this game I made. It's so fun. It's so fun. So he gets to this other level, and he uses his key, and he runs straight into profitability. I thought we were closing deals here. And now we got profitability? Yeah, because now in profitability, you got to worry about how much money you're making. You're not just trying to like figure it out. You're trying to actually get good at this. So you got to like tighten conversion ratios, pay attention to profit and loss and ROI. You're weighing time versus money. Do I move into like good, higher intent leads? Because maybe now I've got a little more money, but I have less time, so I don't want to dial for hours. So let me get good leads. Let me get referrals. Let me start leveraging other people's. And I got to deal with chargebacks, and I got to do my lead budget. And so it's not enough to just like get through the learning curve. That alone isn't getting him to the island. He's got to master profitability. Shoot. Level 3 is no joke. A lot of people get stuck on level 3 for a long time. Let me see a 1 in the comments. Those of y'all playing level 3 right now. Yeah, level 3 ain't fun. And can I tell you, it's so bad. Everyone's maze is different. Some people got more patience than others. Some got more money than others. Some are naturally able to tap into a database of friends and family and warm network that doesn't cost them money to leverage. Some are better field underwriters than others and build a better rapport, and they don't have as many chargebacks. Level 3 is a tough one. People get stuck at level 3, man. People get stuck at level 3, and then you're like, ha ha ha. But once I get it, man, but once I get it, You get a key. You get a key. You get a key. He's finally making good money. And instead, he just gets a key. But he's making good money. He's making good money. But he's got a key. And now, in this last one is leadership. This is where you face the final boss. This is where you face the final boss. See, leadership is going to look a lot like insecurity and inconsistency. You got to build a recruiting database, start interviewing, balancing production and recruiting. You got to learn how to have hard conversations. You've got to learn how to lead with grit and grace. You're not anybody's boss. You lead a volunteer army. That is a special, special kind of challenge. Yeah, Greg, mother of pearl. Everybody's maze is different. Some people have natural leadership capacities and abilities. Other people, that's a challenge to not be judgmental, to lead with grit and grace, to cast a vision for what this is going to be for others. See, it's in this leadership phase of the business where you start to realize that success isn't just for other people, and the life you dreamed of, the island paradise that you dreamed of, is actually for you and not just for you. You get excited to show other people how to get there too. And he's built a huge agency. And yes, his key unlocks the paradise he's been waiting for. But there's something else to this game. I built in another thing. I built in something else. Every level, every stage has an hourglass. You don't have forever to figure it out. When that sand runs out of time, you quit. You have a limited amount of time to figure out that maze before the game shuts off and you're done. It's so great. So not only do you have a maze that nobody else has seen that's unique to you, there's a time limit on that maze. Now, I'm not completely heartless. Every mini obstacle within the maze that makes you feel like you're making progress adds time to your hourglass. It's like a checkpoint in a racing game. You know, if you don't hit that checkpoint, you're out. But if you hit that checkpoint, you get more time added in. So within the maze, you got to overcome these mini obstacles, learn the wrong ways, figure it out. And every time you do, you get a little time added back to the hourglass. See, that's the beauty in the human spirit being wired for progress. When you feel like your effort is paying off, when you feel like you're making progress, sometimes that's all you need to stay in the game. But when you're not making progress, you start wondering, is this really worth my time? Is this really worth my effort? Am I ever going to figure this out? Every time you master a maze and you get a key, the clock resets with a new life. See, I'm not completely heartless. So we look at the learning curve. And I watch people stuck in this one so often. And I watch them month after month after month. Closing is their issue. Man, they got 17 people showed up. They closed one. Or they're dialing 1,100 dials and they only talked to 30 people and they set 2 appointments. Here's what people don't tell you. There is a sense of urgency for you to figure out that next step. You can only for so long make 1,100 dials in a month, talk to 30 people and set 2 appointments before you are going to realize and decide this is not worth it and I quit. How much time is in your hourglass before you, while you've got to figure out that next stage? See, people don't talk about the hourglass piece of this. People act like you've got forever to figure this out. Oh, you're bad at dialing? No worries. Take your time. You don't have time. If you don't figure it out, you will quit. oh, closing's your issue, and closing was your issue last month, and closing was your issue the month before, and closing was your issue for the last 4 months? Where is the sense of urgency? Because when I look at that, I see somebody whose time is running out and they're going to quit. Nobody's going to stay in the game. That isn't working forever. You didn't sign up for that. There is an urgency built in, and not a morbid urgency like, oh, we are all going to die one day, so go live for your dream. I'll give that speech another day. I love that speech, but that's not the speech I'm talking about. There's a sense of urgency in every single obstacle, because if you don't overcome it and you don't start making progress and you don't start feeling like you are moving toward your goal, you are not going to stay in that place for long. So the question becomes, how long are you going to be stuck at the same obstacle that you're stuck at now? How long are you going to say, oh, my schedule's just so busy? Well, it was busy 6 months ago. Oh, I know. I just gotta lock down those appointments. Cute. That was your problem 3 months ago. So do you want to learn how to lock it down now, or do you want to 3 months from now still like cutesy? I'm gonna get it when I just learn how to lock it down. That's great. That's cute. Honestly, how long do you want to not lock it down for? Do you see where I'm going with this? Your struggle, the place you are at, there's a sense of urgency where you need to figure that out or you are going to quit. I watch it happen all the time. I watch people quit because they can't get through the schedule piece. I watch people quit because they can't get through the learning curve. I watch people quit because they can't get through profitability. I watch them quit all the time because they think that they've got forever. How many people have I heard brand new? They don't even know the different mazes and levels yet. And they're like, I'm not a quitter. I'm like, hey, you ain't seen the levels yet. I'm like, you ain't seen the levels yet. I know you're not a quitter. That one right there. I know you're not a quitter in that you're going to do what you set your mind to do, but you're also smart. And you are way too smart to invest your limited time, effort, energy, and money into something you don't believe, that you lost belief that it was actually going to get you where you wanted to go. You will not quit something you believe in. That's the subtext to every time someone says, I'm not a quitter. I hear, I'm not a quitter as long as I believe what I'm doing is going to get me where I want to go. That's the unspoken subtext of it. Every single one of you is not a quitter when it comes to things that you believe are going to get you where you want to go. Every one of you is a quitter. And often should be, for the things that you don't believe are going to get you where you want to go. Life is too short to invest your limited resources into things that aren't going to get you where you want to go. So the goal is to figure out how to make it get you where you want to go. Don't make it harder than that. When you're looking at an obstacle, you have got to adopt a sense of urgency where you're going to figure that out, or you have to understand you're going to quit. That's not me being mean. That's maybe me understanding you more than you understand you, because if I am nothing, I am a disciple of human nature. I love learning how and why people make the choices that they make, not with judgment, but with curiosity. I just want to understand. And what I've come to understand about human nature is that every single one of us is really smart. And we are way too smart to invest our limited time, effort, energy, and resources into something we don't believe is going to get us where you want to go. So you have got to figure out your next obstacle. Eat, sleep, and breathe it. I mastered this video game. But can I tell you, when I saw this is the thing holding me up, this is the obstacle, that was not going to be my obstacle next week. That weekend, I was going to obsess over it. I would be up at 6 and up till midnight. I would practice. I would record myself. I would talk to mentors. I was not going to be held up for long at an obstacle. I was going to obsess over it. I truly do not understand when people have the same obstacle for 6 months. Why? Why? You don't want to have that same obstacle. So why? When I was coaching real estate agents, I have so many of these agents be like, "Well, I don't know how to do this." And I'd be, "Okay, I get it. I mean, you don't know anything until you know it. So how long are you not going to know?" That's really the question. It's not a question of whether or not you know how. We all don't know things we don't know. So how long are you not going to know? You have all the information you need in your pocket, in your mentor, in everything that we have. So how long are you not going to know? Are you going to not know for 3 more days, or you're going to not know for 3 more months? How long are you not going to know how to do that? I don't know how to balance recruiting and production. Okay, how long are you not going to know? Man, I really just I don't know how to close people when they show up. Okay, how long are you not going to know? Man, I just don't know how to do. Okay, how long are you not going to know? I don't care. I already won. I already beat the game. I'm only here to help you. I'm only here to help you. How long are you not going to know? All right. I hope it was helpful. The visual was fun for me. It was fun for me to make. It was fun for me to walk through. And those of you that are visual learners, I kind of threw you a bone here because we do a lot of talking in this. Every now and again, I like to pull up like a visual and Tamaji, you get a PhD for this one. I'll tell you, it is really hard to take stuff and try to make it sound simple. I really do my best to take human nature and take systems and stuff and just break it down and make it like, oh, okay, that's why I do what I do. Yes, that is why you do what you do. All right, I'm gonna stop this recording.